I say he attracts publicity. I imagine he likes it because he's as I say, he's an outgoing sort of a fella, but he attracts it. He attracts publicity.
Okay. If you had to explain something just about the type of person he is, I mean, is there something that goes along with it, seeking publicity and being a criminal? Or is that just, I mean, we saw it in people like Clifford Irving. They got a lot of publicity. It was a big fraud. We saw it in some other cases. Is there something there? Is this sort of an odd man?
Well, I would say a successful criminal avoids publicity until he's caught.
And once caught,
Well, once caught, I suppose.
Everybody in this case is trying to make some money out of it.
Oh, sure.
Did they plan on that? Are you privy to any of the conversations about how they're going to make money on it? I mean, just in terms of, did they scheme to make money on it now that they're out?
Well, I think there's been so much written about the train robbery and the robbers. I think it was inevitable that once they came out of prison, that they themselves would write a book. Inevitable.
Now, Biggsy, as you call him, was working on such a bock. He's got one out. And there was a lot of people that said, hey, this could be a publicity stunt. And it's working out in his favor. Do you think that's justified under the circumstances?
Well, I think that's just the way the ball has bounced, because nobody could ever convince me that Biggsy was a party to the kidnap. Nobody could ever convince me.
You think it's too great a risk?
Oh, sure. I should think anybody faced with 20 years in an English prison, starting off in Wandsworth, they certainly wouldn't take that risk. Certainly not.
Anything else you can think of adding just about this case? Things that the public doesn't know?
Well, I think that the people that have kidnapped him are far less scrupulous than Biggsy is himself.
You think they got off too easy?
I think they got off too easily. I think they got off much too easily. I see the criminals in this case are Miller and the fellas that kidnapped Biggsy.
Okay. Good.